I don't think it was any one moment getting into STEM. I think it was just having a family who was already in the sciences. I excelled at math and chemistry, physics in high school, and I had started my journey I started in engineering and felt that wasn't really where I wanted to be, and then made the switch naturally to chemistry. And then I got my degree in chemistry. Worked in the lab for many years, eventually got married and went to a larger pharmaceutical company. Got an MBA in marketing and human resources management, and I thought it was great. This was a great way for me to venture out and outside of the chemistry lab. And along came this opportunity with Kinnari Science, where I could be a recruiter in the sciences. And I thought, what a great way of stepping into HR and using my science degree. I didn't have experience in staffing or recruiting, so I said, that's fine. I'm going to work hard. I'm going to prove myself, and maybe eventually I'll step into an HR role down the road. Well, 19 years later, I'm still at Kelly, and I love it. I started as a recruiter in science. I think I did well, and eventually stepped into a management role. And now I lead a team of recruiters. I've been on the sales side where I have the wonderful opportunity to meet with hiring managers and clients and seeing the different technology out there and the types of products and drugs that they're working with, and being able to say, oh, I have the perfect individual who I think would be great for this opportunity in your lab. I remember just working in the Chicago market, I'd have certain managers on speed dial because I knew exactly the type of individual that this manager would hire for, or the type of work that they would do. And so when I spoke with candidates, I can talk to them about, here's the instrumentation and there's a software you're going to be working with on a daily basis. And it has to be a fit, because sometimes as scientists, we're introverts. Sometimes it was maybe a better fit for someone to be on an off shift, working in a smaller lab, or sometimes they like that interaction and that, hustle and bustle. And it's not just always the technical fit. It's making sure it's a fit with their personalities, their soft skills. It all has to come together. I think if you're working not just on the chemistry side, but on the biology, biochemistry side, you could have a bachelor's degree, and that is okay. And sometimes it's a lot easier to get your foot in the door with a bachelor's degree. And if you get a master's degree or a postdoc, it's just going to be able to open more doors and opportunities too. But it's not required. I have a phenomenal team of recruiters. They're all women. I don't know if it's just Kelly, but I think a lot of women do come up the ranks, and it's encouraging to see, because when you see individuals at the top who are females, you know that the sky's the limit. You're treated as an equal. It's empowering to be around individuals who not just encourage that, but promote that. I think if you're a talent and you're applying for jobs, sometimes we think that, I'm just going to mass email for every position out there. And you're going to get responses, but it's not going to be the responses you're really interested in. And I don't want to say don't waste your time and don't waste others' time, but really target it to what you really want to do. And it might not be exactly what you want to do, but again, looking at the big picture, is it the right kind of company, the right research work that they're doing? Apply for the jobs you're really interested in and the ones you're really qualified for. When we're speaking with our hiring managers on what they're looking for, we'll ask them, what are the top 3 skills you're looking for? If someone has 90% of the technical skills, take a chance on someone who has that drive, who's showing initiative in working for the 2 weeks during their winter break and trying to find a research opportunity. I know that when I was in that position and I was looking for an opportunity, I would have loved for someone to help me and just giving me the guidance on where to apply or how to tailor your resume or interview tips. I kind of stumbled through it. I got lucky, but I always said that if you have that opportunity to help someone, just help someone, and maybe they'll pay it for someone else who's also going to be in that position. And it feels good. It feels good knowing that you gave them a foot in the door and they did the rest. And that's all it is. Sometimes it's just a foot in the door.